Okay, so before we get started, I do want to go ahead and say that this video is for informational and educational purposes. If you need something like this done, I would suggest you call a professional. You are dealing with electricity, you could get hurt. So, call a professional if you need something like this done. If you're interested in seeing how it's done, then stick around. Also, don't forget to give the video a like and subscribe. With that said, let's go ahead and start the video. Okay, so as you can see, when I go to try to fire the heater, there's nothing going on. There's no display or anything. This could be a number of issues. It could be something with the power coming in, maybe a breaker popped. It could be something with the circuit board. It could be something with the transformer. It could be a couple different things. I'm going to kind of show you how I backtracked and figured out that it was the transformer. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull off the door by undoing the 4 screws on the front of it. But I'm also going to pull off the lid with the 4 screws at the top that kind of go around the top of the heater. That's going to allow me to pull the lid, which will give me both access to the front of the circuit boards and the back. So as you can see here, I'm testing that I have power coming in, which I do have power coming in. So that means everything coming to the heater is fine. So this here is a fuse, and I'm going to the ground bolt that's on the panel that connects to the circuit, that connects to the transformer. And then I'm also going to the lead coming out of the transformer. As you can see, I have 0 volts coming out, so that tells me that the transformer is bad. I turn off the power, that way I can work safely on it. Ignore that. I did actually lose the footage of me turning off the power, so I used the footage of me turning the power on. Now you can see there's a little tab there that I pulled. That allows the whole panel to kind of swing down and gives me access to the back of the panel, where there's 2 bolts that I have to undo in order to release the transformer. So once I undo those, I can actually take the transformer and just kind of set it on the boiler, as you see me do here. That also will kind of hold it so that I can undo everything. You could also undo everything and then undo the bolts and pull the transformer. 6 to 1, half dozen the other. So as you see, I undo the ground bolt, then I find the lead coming off and I unplug that. Now over here on the power distributor, you can see it actually says transformer on it. So everything is labeled on the distribution board. So I can just go ahead and unplug that. And that basically frees up the transformer so I can pull it out. Now, the reason I need to pull it out is so that I can undo the top casing and everything like that, so that I can actually get into the transformer. There's 2 bolts that are in there that you need to undo that hold the transformer in place. As you can see me undoing them now. Now, they are a pain in the butt to get to, so you do need some kind of extension or something like that to be able to kind of get down in there. But once you have them undone, you can pull the transformer out and put the new transformer in. Now I'm putting the new transformer in. As you can see, there are 2 holes on the side of this housing. One is for the leads for the transformer, and then the other one is for the leads for the circuitry, so for the board. The transformer is basically taking 120 volts or 240 volts, and it's stepping it down to 25 volts. You really can't mix this up. There's a big hole. If you had it backwards, you're not going to be able to get the leads through the clip through the small hole. So it's kind of set up so that you can't really get it wrong. Once I have that set up and in, I can go ahead and I can remount it to the back of the main panel board. Then I fish the wires up through and I can reconnect them to the power distributor. I check the transformer before I go ahead and plug it in, just to make sure that I am getting 25 volts, which I am. Now I can actually go ahead and plug it in and reconnect the ground nut. Once I have that hooked up and reconnected, I put everything back together, and I go ahead and I test fire the heater just to make sure that everything is working correctly the way it's supposed to. So now I go ahead and turn the heater back on. Now that everything is all in and fixed, we can go ahead and try to fire it. Okay, so now the fan comes on. There's the gas valve, and there's the heat.